Betty, there were great expectations for this unveiling, especially after Musk's tweet that he would be unveiling the D. A lot of people thought it was going to be a completely new car model, perhaps more in tune observers saying, look, no, this is going to be some sort of updated version of the Model S. But I saw one headline that said, D is for disappointing. Is it disappointing?
You know, I thought about that too. D for disappointment, right? I think there are people out there who are on the Twitter sphere who are saying, look, this was a lot less than what we expected. I think the internet kind of disappointed itself because they basically got everything right. There was so much speculation ahead of time. They got it right that it was going to be an all-wheel drive. They got it right that there would be some autonomous features. They also got it right that there was going to be a faster car. So everything that they speculated came true, and that might be why you're seeing some disappointment today. It wasn't sort of the blowout that people had expected. The stock price, Emily, is down right now by about 6%. It had gone down almost 8%, a three-week low for the shares of Tesla. And as you recall, Elon Musk himself has said over the last several weeks that he thought the stock price was too high. So this might be just another excuse for investors to sell into this news.
Corey, are you D for disappointed?
Actually, I thought the car looked really, really cool. I mean, these Tesla vehicles are, but you know, I got into an Audi A7 a few weeks ago at the Bloomberg Sports Business Summit. They were one of the sponsors, and they had some of the cars parked out in front. And at about the same price, actually less than this car, about $110,000, they had just this amazing car with a heads-up display and all kinds of electronics that I didn't know cars were, you know, luxury cars are coming out with right now. I mean, this is really about Tesla catching up to what other cars, you know, super expensive $100,000 plus luxury cars are already doing. Tesla will now sort of be playing catch-up here with some of those same features. But there's something about Elon that, you know, we didn't do a full day of broadcast when Audi added a heads-up display in their cars, or when Mercedes-Benz did the same thing, or when Ford did the same thing. There's something about Tesla that seems more exciting for some reason.
And there's no timeline, right, Betty? These additional features are going to be added over time?
Well, no, there is actually a timeline. So by the end of this year, you're going to see the P85. But by next year, you're going to be able to add on the option of all-wheel drive onto your current Model S's. And he's going to be rolling this out not just here in the U.S., but also overseas. But one of the things about this is that, look, you know, guys love cars, right? So there's been so much enthusiasm over, you know, over how cool this car is. Corey just said he loves it, and it looks so great. But, you know, I wanted to know more about the practical side of this. If I'm driving this car down the road, what happens if it's on autopilot and it hits a barrier or it hits somebody, for God's sake? Who is responsible for that? I think there's a lot of legal questions that are left unanswered. One thing I want to point out is that Elon Musk said, you know, with or without any of these certainties about what autonomous driving is going to look like, what that market's going to look like, he believes it is firmly going to happen in our lifetimes and, in fact, in this decade.